arriving in Plymouth was seriously so exciting. I couldn't even believe that I was actually there, especially after looking at Google Maps like for a year and a half straight. The process of coming here was pretty crazy, so I was just so hyped to like finally be in this beautiful city, ready to do some art. So the Arts University at Plymouth is actually a lot smaller than Emily Carr, but they still have like really nice studio spaces, so I'm super excited to get into those, doing some art and stuff. The student ambassadors giving us a tour were so nice and supportive, and they just made me super excited to start creating. Basically, every student has access to the whole school. You just need to do some sort of like class on learning the machines, but anyone can do anything.
And remembering that we had an Erasmus student from Berlin that had never touched hot glass before, and he left being able to make glasses.
Literally, the possibilities of creativity in this school is endless, and I am so insanely excited to be here. I feel like I've said that 10 times, but I truly am. And it was so fun. I got to meet so many cool people, all the exchange kids, so it was epic. Another exciting thing about Plymouth is the amazing beaches. I am such a beach person, and I'm so hyped to learn how to surf, so in the next couple of vlogs, stay tuned because I'm gonna make a fool of myself, and I am so hyped for it. But yeah, there's insane beaches because it's on the coast, and I love collecting sea glass and the little shells and stuff. And I'm just, yeah, it's such a beautiful little place. So happy. Okay, so I'm just getting ready for my first day of school, which is really crazy and exciting, but I'm just getting over a cold right now, so my voice is all weird and I'm all stuffed up, but it doesn't even matter. I'm very excited to like get into the studio finally. I have an illustration course today. I believe it's like 6 hours, and I'll be going to school like 2 times a week, which is really exciting. I had a tour the other day, and it was really cool because there's some insane studio spaces, and it's kind of a little bit different from Emily Carr, where you can like just go in and take a little workshop on Wednesday, I believe, and then just like learn how to do random things that are totally outside of your like area of practice or major, which is really cool. As an illustration student, I can totally like do glass blowing on the side for fun. Like, what? That's how it totally should be, right? So fun. It's way more accessible and it's really cool. So I'm very excited to, yeah, like I said, finally get into the studio. And start my first day of school. I also just realized that this mirror is like disgustingly dirty, but I don't even care. It's like 8 in the morning, so I'm gonna eat breakfast. That's what I need to do. Kind of epic because the art school is like super close to the accommodation. It's like literally 2 minutes away, which is awesome. It beats transiting an hour and a half back home for sure. So we had like an in-class project about basically a small part of a big project that we're doing the whole semester. Very self-directed, we can kind of pick whatever we want to do. I ended up picking a little snowboard design, pretending I was designing for like a company in Vancouver. So that's what I did in class for 3 hours. It's funny, I feel like I haven't had an in-class assignment in a while, but it was really fun to work on. So I'm excited to continue developing like my skateboard and snowboard designs because I had pracs last semester in Canada, and that was pretty similar. Just one big project that you develop throughout the whole semester. So just gonna kind of be continuing doing that, which I'm very excited about. So expect more skateboard and snowboard designs in the future. Okay,
just finished my first day of school. The lighting in my room is like seriously so bad, but I'm sitting on the floor. The accommodation is like really nice, but it's like really small, and it's like we're sharing it, so it's just crazy. But anyways, so yeah, finished my first day of school. It was a lot. I feel kind of like overwhelmed. So anyways, I go into school, and it's such a small building compared to Emily Carr. Like, it truly is tiny, which is funny because I got lost, of course. If you know me, I'm like the worst person with like direction or like sense of direction because I have like none. So I'll just walk around till I find something. That kind of worked. I don't know. I found the illustration wing, so I just like sat into this like class that I was like, okay, I think it's okay. What am I even talking about? The classrooms aren't like classroom 300. They do decimals. So I was like, what the heck? Seems like the right decimal, and I thought it was. Then I go up to this teacher and I was like, oh, like, I think this is my classroom, but can I just like verify with you? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. Like, what year are you in? I was like, oh, I'm in my 3rd year, but I'm here on exchange. And then she was like, oh, 3rd year. Well, this is a 2nd year class, so you're probably not in this one. And I was like, okay, sure. So then she was like, I can go get someone else to like come help you, and you can just wait outside or in this classroom for a bit. And I was like, okay, sure. So I went outside for a bit, and then no one came, and it was like 10 minutes. And I was like, you know what, like, I think this is my classroom, and she might have just been mistaken, and I don't really want to wait out here in a hallway for some random dude who might show up or might not. So I just ended up sitting in to the first bit of the class, and then I went up to her again and was able to like talk to her, and then I guess I was in that classroom, and she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I was like, it's okay. So already, oh. Anyways, there was like 45 people in this illustration class, which I was like shocked about. It was like this big, almost like lecture type vibe, but it was in a classroom, so I couldn't sit down with anyone. So then I just like, after when we were doing these assignments, just like just found some random people to sit with, and I guess I don't know, now I have some homies, and it's so funny. It's funny how it all works out. But yeah, so big illustration class, but I met a lot of people, which was cool. I didn't think I was going to meet people because I went into the classroom so late and I didn't really find a seat at the beginning, but I mean, I went up to these random girls and I was like, can I sit here? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they're like super friendly. So it was fun. I feel like the school itself, it's like a little bit smaller than Emily Carr, but I feel like people are like happy to be there, and everyone's really friendly and stuff, and it's really cool. So I'm really excited to start doing my courses. I'm really excited to get into the studio spaces and do those like Wednesday workshops. So yeah, I'm just kind of chipping away and trying to get a schedule, just get a routine for life, which is kind of a little bit overwhelming right now. I feel like I've said that like 10 times, but it's just like with school and then a whole new lifestyle in a whole new country, it's kind of a lot. And being away from like your family, and then like Stevie, my dog, and it's just like, oh, it's pretty crazy. It's a crazy feeling because you're like literally uprooting your whole life and moving somewhere to like do that thing like art for 4 months. And yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try my best to be in the studio as much as I can because I live like 2 minutes away from the school, which is literally the best. Hope you guys have been enjoying the vlogs. I'm so happy to be filming more vlogs again. I know it's just like a silly, goofy thing, but I love me a good, silly, goofy vlog, so peace.